Alright, we are live.
The weevil on
Right,
the
let
steeple
me
is found
update.
among the people.
As necessary.
The weevil on the steeple is found among the people.
The weevil among the beebles above the bobables.
The weevil on the steeple is found among the people.
The weevil among the meebles are found amongst the creeples.
Alright, one more time.
The main in Spain is actually very lame.
That's the idea. One more time. The weevil on the steeple is found among the people.
The weevils
How
among the
much
people
wood
is
could a
found
woodchuck
on the
chuck if a
creeples.
woodchuck could chuck wood?
Good job, everybody. You got it.
I'm glad we didn't pause for each other for that. Okay, let me
Alright, okay.
check audio.
Yep. Like I said, I think I might have got the balance right now, but we'll see how that turned out later.
You got it.
So I don't hear the game at all, and Scootus is a bit low compared to me.
Okay.
Okay, I can probably turn myself up or down. Do I sound louder or quieter right now?
So I assume
As of this very
louder.
I sound louder?
Now you should be able to hear the
checking
game.
it a bit. Okay, one sec. I see you have the robot.
Yes, I
in
do
your
have a
party.
robot.
The robot's persona.
Yeah.
One sec.
Do 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 Dude, 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 dude.
Ayo.
I'm gonna turn Scootus a little bit up on my end. Dude, dude, dude.
Yeah,
Does this
Scootus
help?
is, I think, got lower. What the?
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Let me-
yeah, he's at
Alright,
166 on
how's
my end.
this? How's this?
I'll see in a sec, but yeah, bump it up. Maybe bump the game audio up a bit too. Still a little low.
I'm messing with my microphoneage, and I'm seeing if that actually holds any weight.
Go in
If I
sec.
haven't been making any difference, I could just up my personal audio.
Dude, 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 dude. Gotta turn Scootus up just a little bit. Scootus got turned up.
Okay, game audio is good. Scootus, you were still too low.
All right, hold on, let me try.
I don't know what you're doing, but you're not making it any better from what I can tell.
Okay, all right, let me try something else. How's this? Is that better?
It's better
I
for
have
me.
my input audio a little bit.
He's better for
One
me, at
second.
least.
The weevil on the steeple is found among the people.
The weevil of the evils
Rut-
is found amongst the peoples.
Rut-row, I don't know. Rut-row, I don't know. Rut-row, I don't know. Rut-row, I don't know.
Scootus, I need help. How much do you know about the original Pokemon series, like Gen 1?
Not much. Go ask Truth.
Okay.
Or Quiz. Quiz is also here. Quiz
That's
has been
fair.
writing a log review.
I'm just trying to remember.
For a while.
One of my friends was wanting to get a Pokemon tattoo, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like the evolved form of Rhyhorn. I just can never remember the name.
Oh, you think you're slick? You think you're slick? Yeah. Uh-huh. You ain't gonna catch me with that shit. No, sir. Yeah, got nothing to say now, huh?
I forgot that we did these in this exact same stream before.
I was letting you finish. I was letting you finish. I think Scootus is good now.
Okay. We'll hit
I could also just lean into my mic.
Why haven't you just been doing that?
Because I like lounging.
All right.
Lounging.
We will be right back as I start this intro, guys.
You don't have a headset, Mike?
I do, but I want to use my.
I believe that the Robin from the 2003 Teen Titans was a very bad portrayal of Dick Grayson.
Pretty sure Ben 10 2016 has been doing a lot of shit. I don't know if it ended, but that went on for a minute.
That's not very long.
Why Wildvine?
I like Wildvine! He's basically Spider-Man! Come on, don't bitch out. Kill the red one.
No!
How about you step the fuck up, Fuka?
I mean, I think that's what she's doing right now.
Thank you, Fuka. How does a tank dodge? I love my friends. They're so nice and kind to me, and they never be mean to me. They never say anything bad.
What the fuck? How do you keep someone in suspense?
With the strength of 1,070 men, I guess I really shouldn't complain. Still, I wish I could go for a walk without rusting in the rain. It's enough to calm my brain. So welcome to my life. As a teenage robot. The story of my life. As a teenage robot. My teenage robot life.
All right, guys, welcome back to the stream. We are playing some Persona 3 Reload and just kind of struggling.
Yeah, you know, this DLC has really been something else. Or are you talking about the actual difficulty?
Just the DLC.
Okay.
Well, but also the difficulty doesn't help because like the fusing of personas is just kind of non-existent. You can do some cool things, but like without
please.
And without your social link bonuses, it's just rough.
It's rough, yeah.
Yeah,
and with
there's a lot of things that make it rough and different.
And with like the.
Did I give you the wrong opening? You didn't have the beginning part.
You gave me. I just gave you. Yeah, I realized that like this morning. Like, oh well, that's fine. Also, frick, that hurt.
Oh wow, yeah, that did hurt. But yeah, with like the.
Oh, wrong button.
The peaks and valleys. We're off to a good start to the stream, everybody. You know,
I just got done grinding in this, I
man.
promise.
Oh.
Did you save after that grinding?
Yes.
Okay. Then it's fine.
Why don't you sound confident about that?
I mean, yes, because we started this game here. You know what? Not that.
Just gonna use your emergency robot.
Yes.
Emergency Robot is hilarious. Emergency Robot is the name of my next album.
Well, since like I've built that thing up to
It's
do
also the name of
specifically
your
that
first
thing.
album.
It's not actually. It's the name of my 47th.
I actually don't know like what you made in total. I didn't know you had any album.
Oh yeah, I have like so many albums, dude.
So you made yourself?
Quiz, he's pulling your leg.
I mean, yeah. There was that possibility too, but I was going to like bring it to that conclusion.
Also, his first album was definitely all Pokemon or ground types.
That was actually like 23rd to 28th era. It was a little halfway to where we are now.
By the way, I've been watching like, or it's just kind of like came up in my like YouTube scrolls. One video came up that it kind of revealed something horrifying about how Spider-Man could probably technically beat almost anyone.
Yeah, no, Spider-Man's busted whenever the writers actually let him be Spider-Man.
Okay, well, I feel like that's not the best way to put it, but yeah, Spider-Man is really strong when the writers want him to be. When he
This has nothing to do with strength. Do you want to know what the thing I found out was?
Sticky hands.
That's
rip
like
off face.
that's what?
Okay, not that. Continue.
Sticky hands on what?
On someone's
Sticky
face.
Sticky hands. Stick on face. Rip off face.
Close. It's that he just has to shoot web into somebody's mouth,
Yeah, that too.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
Yeah.
which is horrifying to think about, and also something that wouldn't be terribly difficult to do as long as they're not like wearing a mask or something.
There are a lot of heroes that, or villains for that matter, that would have trouble with that. However, I do think there are also a fair amount of heroes strong enough to just undo that or like nullify it. Like for example, there are many heroes with like masks and shit. Like that shit wouldn't work on like Iron Man.
Yeah, that's why I said like anyone with a
Or T'Challa.
beyond like wearing a mask.
Or T'Challa, that's true. But like, and there's also people like Hulk and Thor who could just like, I genuinely think they could just rip it out of their mouths and suffer.
Question: how deep can you get your fist in your mouth right now?
That's not my question. That's not the question at hand. The question at hand is how committed would Hulk and/or Thor be to breaking their own jaw?
Where do you think the web is landing? Because in my mind, it was landing at the back of the throat.
Yeah.
How do you stick your hand that far?
How can I help my sister?
A lot of willpower. It's possible. It would just hurt.
Especially if you're like Hulk, where your hand's as big as your face.
Bigger, probably.
I think Hulk would panic too much before thinking of that.
That's a fair point.
But no,
Anything
it was
for
just like the
her.
notion that like Spider-Man could just do that at all. That's a
Right,
thing.
yeah.
It never occurred to me.
Yeah. I guess I never thought of that either. Speaking of which, Quiz, how do you feel about the new Spider-Man show?
So far I like it.
Me too.
I'm caught up on it.
I'm also caught up on it.
Hey,
I can't help but notice that everyone in the gang storyline is black, and I think that I think we need more white people and gangsters.
Not everyone. There are some background characters who aren't black.
I think we need more white people being gangs.
Yeah, Quiz?
Because it's true, there are white people who are gangsters.
There are white people who are gangsters, this is true.
Like me, I'm a gangsta.
Yeah, Zeke? Yeah? Down there in the south, you're a gangster in the south? Yeah?
Like JoJo 5, he's white-ish, I think. He's Russian, right?
Who?
No, he's Italian. JoJo 5.
Oh,
Giorno.
Yeah, he's
a
Italian.
gang star.
He's a gang star, not a gangster. There's a difference.
He takes over the
Gang
But he
gang.
star.
wants to be a gang star.
Gang stars are much less defined, and that's really the only difference. Like, what the fuck is a gang star? Like, what does that mean?
He takes over the
Gang
organization
star
at the end of the
who's
show.
like really
though.
famous.
Well, yes, but what does it mean to be a gang star?
He takes
Like,
over.
what-
He's the
famous
boss at the end of the
gangster.
show. He
Is
leads
that
the
what
whole
that means?
crime
To be a
organization.
gang star? To be the leader? Is that essentially what that means?
It could be. It could be part of it, the definition at least.
Well, remember, he
Okay.
likes committing crimes, but he doesn't like kids getting caught up in drug crimes.
Yeah. Man, part 5 is so good.
Scenery is different here. The shadows may have changed as well. Be ready for
I like
this
part
is
5
the-
except for the
This
ending.
is the freaking.
I was gonna say, I think
Big
it's
Tail
really
Cross-
just the
Crossbow.
ending that I don't like about part 5. I
The-
think it
the-
just needed a better ending.
Yeah, the ending fight to me is still kind of like a giant butt pull.
I
I don't mind him beating him the way he did. I found it a bit confusing, and then all of a sudden everything was over.
I can agree with the idea that excuse me, that with part 5's fights being by far the best thing about part 5, for it to end in that sort of way with like a contrivance after another contrivance, neither of which are related to the original stand and how it works. I think it's a very fair take to be dissatisfied with how that ends. But I just don't really like part 5. Like, full stop. I don't think it's very good.
No.
We're not doing that again.
Okay.
No, specifically the
Game.
thing that happened on the screen. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just, I wasn't sure what else to say to that.
Have we been in this kind of area before? This one looks.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're in the Sands hallway.
I do think, however, I have a controversial opinion that Golden Requiem's ability makes way more sense if it was the final ability for Josuke.
For Josuke? That is that's an interesting idea. That's a very interesting idea, Zeke.
You're kind of right.
You kind of make a fair
It never
point
occurred to
there,
me how
dude.
different those abilities are. How different his golden experience base ability is compared to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I.
Because like,
That's what I was saying.
because like
earlier.
I
It's
can
like,
I can
Silver
see
Chariot-
I can see I can see like because like to me, instead of air quote healing that Josuke had, to me I always thought it was more like turning back time.
That's
because-
one way of it.
Yeah.
That's a way to look at
What-
it. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, Silver Chariot Requiem has absolutely nothing to do with the original ability of Silver Chariot. It's just a dude with a sword, and Golden Experience Requiem is very far removed from Golden Experience. It's why, like, they're so contrived. And, like, I can understand Araki just, like, wanting to do whatever he wanted with that shit, but I don't know, it's just...
Well,
I think
it
it's
wouldn't
stupid.
be so it wouldn't have been so different if we didn't see Killer Queen get an ability that was a lot like Killer Queen's other abilities.
Yeah, we really, we as a society do not talk enough about Killer Queen just being able to open its chest to put the cat in it. We don't talk enough about that, I feel.
But there was ooh, I love it. But no, the also what was I trying to think of here?
Silver Screen also didn't really have an evolution form. Like, it just looks the same, I think.
Yeah.
It did.
But I was kind of fine with the idea of Silver Chariot Requiem getting a completely different ability because it didn't really have an ability.
Well, you make a fair point, but also, it's still kind of bullshit.
Well,
it's
Who says that
understandable bullshit, but
the
it's still kind of
upgrade has to have an ability that's tied to the original ability and not like a
me, because I think that
completely
makes
new
more
one.
sense.
Or
rather, I think
or
having
maybe it has
ability
something to do with the
completely
evolution of the person as, you know, a person. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
been
it'd be
such
really
a long time
cool.
since he initially got Silver Chariot that it kind of makes sense that his ability would be completely different on evolution.
Yeah, it'd be
Possibly,
really
but at the
interesting if they
same
took the time
time,
to
I go
explain
back
that
to
in
the
any
whole
way,
fact
shape,
that
or
Killer
form.
Queen got something related to its ability.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aside from the fact that it's how's it working? It just explodes people who are
Yeah, it explodes
supposed
people who meet a
to
certain
die.
condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
It would
you
blow
could-
up
The
people
time
who may-
rewindy
yeah.
part is a little confusing and different than the base.
Because Araki likes doing time shit.
Yeah, he does.
Araki just loves fucking
Every
with time.
villain has to have a time shift.
Every villain has to have a time share. But yeah, like, Quiz, you make a fair point, but like, it'd be really cool if they explained any of that at all, instead of just saying this is what the arrow does and then just expecting us to go with it. By the way, Zeke, I have something to tell you.
What?
I don't like Spice and Wolf anymore.
Go on.
You know, like, it's been so long since we've watched it, and you know, I've had a lot of time to think about what happened in the show, and I just hate every single part of it.
Oh, he's got no reason. He's just messing with me. Okay.
Yeah, I have no reason, because I don't like it anymore, because it's been too long since we watched it, and I want to watch it more.
I know. I also want to watch it, but I've been busy and I've been depressed.
Maybe I miss you, man. I want to hang out with
There's
you
no
more.
fairness. That's a really shit reason to not like.
Quiz,
no.
we talked about this. Don't throw me under the
I
bus.
vaguely remember. I vaguely remember talking about, but I do feel like it was a shit reason. I don't remember what I said before, but
We were talking. The conversation somehow got brought to Spice and Wolf, and then like, I somehow said something along the lines of like as a joke, like, yeah, you know, Spice and Wolf really isn't that good or whatever, and you're like, and you brought up like us not being able to watch it, and then I said, yeah, I'm gonna tell Zeke that I don't like Spice and Wolf anymore because of that, and you're like, yeah, okay, sure.
I really like that, but right now, I mean, like,
how did that work out for
once
you?
I get Emery to me, it's better.
Listen, it's me on my knees begging.
I
watch
know
my
what I'm
stuff.
trying.
Okay. That's all I could ask of you.
Me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I am. But it's been months. And I miss you. And I want to make sure you're okay. I want to help you. If you are in need of help, I want to try. Anyway, yeah, Spice and Wolf is pretty good, guys. You should go watch Spice and Wolf.
I'm immediately putting these guys back in the sand tomb as soon as I get a chance to go back to the entryway
The Sand Tomb? Is that what we call it?
where all the doors are.
Yes.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
You know what? I'll give him a chance at the red door.
Alright.
See if we can get the therapies ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm sorry. What? You not like Alejandro Saab anymore? Oh no.
I don't have a problem with Alejandro Saab. I just don't like Akihiko.
Why do you not like Akihiko? What did he do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, that's it.
Right now he's getting his butt kicked.
Good. Man, Zeno Robinson is such a cool actor. It's so cool that he has one of the best performances in this game, I feel, as Junpei Iori. Speaking of Zeno Robinson is in the new Spider-Man show.
Yep.
Playing Black Harry Osborn.
Yep.
Does a good job, as he would, because he is in fact Zeno Robinson.
Yep.
Have you ever heard thought about how your head slowly 3D prints your hair?
What the heck?
Was that one of your talking points?
No, that was.
That was just.
I just wanted to interject with something completely
something absolutely
Zeke,
unrelated.
was that response like a? I never thought about that response, or a where did that come from response?
Where did that come from? Response. Holy cow.
That's like hour 2 of like a kickback where y'all are like blazing in shit questions. That's like hour 2 of a kickback. That's so funny. It's like
Fireball.
we see the same colors. Sounded ass question.
Out of like any stupid question, that's one of the ones I hate the most. Like, how do you know what you see is what I see? That one ticks me off more than anything.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we already know that we don't see the same thing.
Exactly. And people act like it's a god dang, like, point of like real deep reflection.
Yeah. That's the game.
I do have a talking point though that came up in a video I was watching. I thought was interesting.
Yeah?
So Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah?
Super Saiyan 3
Yeah?
would have been better. Super Saiyan 3 would have been better if Gotenks was the one who discovered it.
Yes.
Immediate yes, makes sense. You no need to further elaborate.
I would like to hear a bit of a further elaboration.
So, some of the problems with Super Saiyan 3 include, obviously, like its power drain, but also just the fact that narratively it's always been kind of really bad. It never wins any of the fights that it's used in, and
Except in Daima.
it opens up the.
Oh, we haven't,
Well, I
We
haven't
haven't
seen
done
that
that
yet. Thanks, Zeke.
You're welcome.
we're not
Thanks,
caught up
Zeke.
with time. I mean, like, I knew it was already there, so like, I guess I'm happy.
I did too, but I didn't know that it won a fight.
Well, hey, like, it's really not like, oh, like a form won a fight or lost a fight. It's really not that deep of a spoiler if we already know the forms in the show. So if anything, it'll be more interesting to see the win. We're more intrigued to figure it out. But
In,
I
in any
hear-
event,
yeah, sorry.
it also opens up the issue of like, why didn't Goku use it against Vegeta? It's like, the more I think about it, the more like it used it against Vegeta, because the way that the Majin Buu's resurrection is that it only gained energy if Vegeta, as one of the
Oh, he's dying.
He's dead.
Majin fighters dealt damage and what happened?
You just
died
died
for a
for a
bit.
bit.
Okay, how much did I get through first?
You said
You were explaining how the rules were
Like
set up
the
by the
Majin
fact
Buu
that the Majin fighters had to deal damage to get energy to Buu.
Yeah, and so Goku had every reason to finish that fight as quickly as possible.
And that led to a little snippet of drama that happened when Baba let Vegeta come back to stop Boo, which wasn't able to really be explored because they had to do fusion stuff, which is
also like they fuse anyway, so that argument was just a waste of time.
What do you mean? Like bringing
Well,
up
it's not like him being upset about finding out that Goku had Super Saiyan 3 and didn't use it. That doesn't lead to anything. It just delays the fusion. That's all it does. So
that's true.
If
I
you
agree
take away the idea, yeah. So I'm saying, like, if you take away the idea of Goku having Super Saiyan 3, it changes almost nothing about the story.
Well, it's the vibes. To be completely fair, I feel like the Majin Buu saga wouldn't. Okay, are you saying that Goku just wouldn't have Super Saiyan 3 in the Buu arc, period? Is that what you would
I guess that's the argument, yeah. And
But also at the same time,
Goku
I
could
actually
be the
don't
one that
mind.
discovered it.
I actually don't mind him doing it after. I actually don't mind him doing it after the boys.
But how would he?
You mean like learning from it?
Yeah, I mean, he
Going,
just
oh,
sees
that's
it.
a thing, and then I'll
Yeah.
just learn how to do it.
I feel like that.
That's also a possibility.
I feel like that'd be a pretty big stretch.
Actually, now that you point that out,
That's exactly
would
what the
actually
boys
be
do.
really
That's
interesting.
exactly what the boys do, yeah.
God, you're right. Okay, you know what? All right, fucking whatever then. Sure.
No,
I
no.
guess
What
that'd
I
be
was
fine.
saying is, what I was saying is, like, now that you pointed out, it actually would be really cool to have Goku use it at the end of the arc because he saw the boys use it.
Yeah.
And then it's used in that final fight, and that makes this form, Goku using that form a lot more meaningful.
I agree. I was going to say, it would be a real shame, a real miss of aesthetics if Goku wasn't able to have the transformation sequence with Fat Boo in the sky buying time and shit. Like that is a shame to lose for the sake of a coherent plot. And I was also going to say that for the Kid Buu fight, but if we were able to have a similarly dramatic transformation with Goku against Kid Buu, and we still got to have that fight, I would be happy. I would be fine with that. That does potentially, but well, I guess it could just be like Majin Buu doesn't try to go destroy the Capsule Corp shit specifically. He could just go somewhere else on the planet.
Well, he can also still, like, he can probably keep Buu at bay just in Super Saiyan 2 form. All he needs to do
Yeah,
is
because that would also
fight.
have been the first time that we've seen that form used by Goku.
No, when he did it during the Majin Vegeta fight.
Technically, they were using it during that fight, yeah. It's just...
Yeah, they were. It's just,
You could
it's
just
hard.
have a fight. You don't need to have anything special about the fight. He just needs to delay Buu. That's all he really needs to do. There is another narrative issue that comes out of that, in that Goku keeps changing his opinion on whether he could have beaten Buu with Super Saiyan 3, and that he starts by saying that it wasn't even as Super Saiyan 3 it wouldn't have been good enough. He then later says that he wasn't sure if Super Saiyan 3 would have been enough. And then towards the end, he says that, yeah, he probably could have beaten Fat Buu with Super Saiyan 3, but
that
he
is-
wanted to let the kids have something to do. And that change in opinion is a narrative flaw to a lot of people.
That is true. I don't think it's out of character for Goku to want to try and do that, because it's exactly the kind of shit that he would do. 'Cause he did that with Gohan. Yeah, exactly. He did that exact same shit with Gohan. So it would not be out of character. But the consistent changing of opinion is annoying.
Or rather, the inconsistent opinion would be a better way to put it.
Yes, it is.
But also,
Consistent
also,
change of
also, in the defense of the Cell fight, Goku knew he could not beat Cell, so there's a difference there too.
Certainly, he was very unsure about that Cell fight, and after the instant transmission, he was out. He was spent.
He's
The
like,
other
yeah,
thing
I
is
get.
he was sure Gohan would be able to beat Cell. He wasn't necessarily sure that the boys fusion would be able to beat Boo. So that was kind of a gamble.
And you know that brings me to another point that I thought of while you were bringing this up. Fusions also almost never win any fights. The only time
I would say
Vegeta in the
Vegito
movies-
technically won his fight. He got
Vegito
exactly what he wanted.
100% was gonna win
If
his
he
fight.
won the fight, the arc would have ended there. It doesn't count as a win if the plot still happens.
Did he
afterward.
achieve what he wanted?
That's not important. He did not.
Yes,
beat-
it is.
He did not beat Boo. Boo was not dead or defeated by the end of that fight. He just got changed into a different form, and that led to the destruction of the Earth. I'd call that a fumble. I'd say he fumbled the bag on that one.
No, he wasn't Vegito by that point.
He's got to.
Yeah! the only reason that happened was because of Toriyama saying, like, oh, the Patari earrings, like, they keep you permanently fused, which was later retconned in Super.
And then
But-
retconned again and died.
And then retconned again in Daima, but, like, it's like, that only happened because
Kind of a reverse
that corner
retcon, I
that-
think.
It's that something like that. But like Toriyama wrote himself into a corner there, and that led to Vegito being like, okay, I guess I need to try getting everyone out of Boo, which is fair. That's a fair thing, but I feel like one could say that he could have just done that anyway. I don't know
I
how hard it
do
is to-
question. There's the thing that I always question about that. It's like, why couldn't he kill? But like, would killing Boo somehow keep them fused to him somehow? I don't really.
I
don't
mean,
really
well,
know.
the thing was, remember, them getting them out was kind of like a secondary bonus.
Well,
Okay.
so what? The whole when
Like,
you
they
say
were just
that,
trying to
you
kill
mean,
them, they
like,
just got
Gohan
ate by
broke
accident, wasn't it? Because they're idiots.
No,
No.
that was Vegito's explicit plan.
His
Vegito's
plan was to
explicit
get
plan was to get
absorbed, which is
absorbed
why
by
I
Boo.
say he wins, because that's how he wanted it to happen.
Just because he wanted it to happen doesn't mean that it was. Just because the plan was successful doesn't mean that it was a good plan.
But the plan was
But it
successful.
worked.
Yes, it worked, but it wasn't. It wasn't the best option.
Well, yeah.
The
but
best
that-
option
what was the better
obliterating Boo, getting Dende to get the Dragon Balls, or go to Namek.
Well, hold up.
use
If
their
we're
Dragon
hold
Balls,
up, hold up.
revive everyone
If
else.
we're judging the success of plans based on like the best outcome, then nobody wins ever.
Elaborate.
So if your response there was the fact that since it did not go perfectly well, even though his objective was completed because he didn't expect the butt pull of, Kid Buu happening, that is a failure of a plan that he did not win, even though his objectives were achieved because it was not his best case scenario, then nobody ever wins ever.
I fucking guess? But, like, at that point, we're just going into an every possibility is possible argument, and I feel like that's not-
what you did!
That's what I did? Is it not unreasonable to think that... to be fair, I guess it isn't unreasonable to think that once they... You know, hold on, let me brain for a second. What would have been Vegito's plan after they got everyone out of Boo? What would have been his plan? Would the assumption be that Boo would just evaporate after getting everyone out? Because if so, that doesn't
No.
make sense. Because
No,
Majin
I
Buu
think-
still exists.
No, I think, like, if the idea was, like, if he could get everyone out, Super Boo would just revert back to his base form. In which case, there are now at least 2 people who could beat him.
That being Vegito, assuming the Potara wouldn't break and go on, which would have dog walked him. That is fair, but I don't remember that being explicitly explained. They don't really talk about their plan after getting everyone out. They just say that their plan was getting everyone out.
Yeah, and they accomplished that part.
Yes. I am not
hate you.
arguing that the... Me? Or the
No.
enemy? What are you talking about?
The healing,
they're
the enemy
slaying.
healed.
They're slaying. They look so slaying. How could you hate someone that's like slaying that hard?
Pretty
no, they're not
easy.
slaying anymore. He's on the fucking floor. Kick his ass. Beat the shit out of him. But yeah, like
Also, just as a whole, when we're talking about the fight, because we got into talking about stuff that happens after the fight as opposed to the fight itself. Vegito's objective for the fight was to get absorbed, was to end it with him getting absorbed. This is what happened.
yes.
So that's what I mean when I say he won that fight.
I feel like winning a fight means total defeat of your opponent, and that did not happen. Therefore,
I mean, emotionally, he kind of did.
yeah, but then he changed.
He kind of broke Boo emotionally.
Well, to be fair, Boo broke Vegito literally. If you really think about it,
No,
Vegito
that was the time
was
delay.
unfused.
That was the 30 minute. That was the 30 minutes that they were allowed to be fused.
That was retconned. That wasn't.
It was a
in-
1 hour, but yeah,
It's
they
first
got
of
an
all-
hour, but yeah.
First of all, that was not something that existed during that arc at the time.
Yeah, they just didn't know about it.
Doesn't matter. It's been retconned.
I don't think it's fair to implement.
Boo didn't do it.
Yes, he did. Because
No, Boo didn't do it.
They say
We
that
now
it's-
know that it was a time limit thing.
I don't think it's fair to implement.
Actually, now that it's brought up, that means they were just about to run out of time.
Oh yeah,
before
that would have
the
been awful.
transform.
That would have been awful.
Well, if
Oh, they got that just in the nick of time.
if we're going to go off of something from literal decades in the future that wasn't at all part of the writing process at the time, then yes, that was absolutely the best idea that Vegito had. Because they would have
Case
lost.
closed.
No, not case closed. I'm not done. It's not fair. It's not fair to like take a retcon from decades in the future and apply that to the writing process of the thing from decades before. That's not fair because that's not what Toriyama was thinking at the time.
Okay.
Toriyama didn't even make that Potara retcon. Toriyama was barely a part of Super.
No, he's been part of Super.
Yeah.
He was not as hands-on as he was with Z or Dragon Ball proper.
He was
Of course,
one of the main
not,
writers
but you
for
can't
Super.
say that he had nothing to do with that.
I didn't say he had nothing to do with it. I said he was less involved. And I would assume
So the
that
argument doesn't
the
mean
retcon was not his idea. Regardless,
You shouldn't make that assumption.
Okay. Regardless, that was not the idea that Toriyama had in his head during the Boo arc. So I don't think it's fair to factor in the retcon at the time of that writing.
Okay, so is it not fair to take modern knowledge to go back and analyze things in the past?
That's hindsight. So no, not really.
Okay.
I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
In this specific instance, I do not think that's fair.
Oh, so it depends on the instance when it's fair and when it's not.
Yeah.
Picky.
Y'all really just aren't willing to.
Because I can
cooperate with
tell
me.
that this was gonna was gonna be a trap for you down the road. So I knew
Y'all
you,
really aren't
when
going
you,
to.
when you suddenly went in. So, yeah, in this instance,
Yes!
because you needed that out in case like this was a trap.
I wasn't even thinking about it being a trap. I'm just trying to make a damn point. And now we've moved so far beyond that point, it doesn't even feel like it matters. Now y'all
I do want to get
like,
back to.
arguing
I had one
for
other
the
point
game.
regarding the idea of Super Saiyan 3.
Can I?
Gotenks discovering it.
Okay.
It's small potatoes now, but like the other narrative benefit of having Gotenks discover it was that it almost makes more sense for Gotenks to have that kind of form because of its flaws and because he's a little shit that doesn't really know any better.
Yeah, it'd be the same as Grade 2 Super Saiyan.
Yes.
It'd be similar to that case. Only in this case, Super Saiyan 3 at least doesn't like give you a speed downgrade. It's just an inefficient power boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it would be something cool for Gotenks to have.
Yeah, because like you don't think of Gotenks without thinking of him with the long ass hair. When you think Gotenks, you think Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. It is his form more than it's Goku's. Especially,
it is his.
You either think of him base or Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
and I never think of him in base. I rarely think of him in base.
I
think
like
of him in
that
base
hair
if I
color.
want to see his cool hair color. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is an interesting hair color.
Man, I wish we got regular Gotenks and superhero. It's kind of funny. I will admit it's comedically funny that we didn't, but at the same time,
I feel
man,
like
wish we
now
did.
it's just a bit that we're not allowed to see Gotenks like older.
I think it's less funny when it's like actually the 6th or so time that they've made the joke.
I only know 2 times, but elaborate on the other 4.
Maybe not. That was an exaggeration. I don't actually think it's 6
It's
times.
just 3 times modifier exaggeration, but okay.
I can't make a fucking joke. I can't make one joke without you needing to comment on it. You can't just let me make a damn joke. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's not fun.
You know, if you think about it, most of the sky is actually below you.
It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And I still haven't finished making my point about Vegito!
Didn't even hear what I said.
I heard what you said about the sky being lower than you. What are you talking
Most
about?
of the sky. No, most of the sky is below you.
He's right.
Yeah? Explain, please.
Because above you, if you count above you as 180 degrees above you, you're only getting that section of the.
Just think of
180
the, like
below
how the sky envelops the earth.
Sure. By that logic, I hear what you're saying. Could I... We're past the Vegito thing, aren't we?
Is there more points to make?
I feel like I wasn't heard,
different points?
and we kind of walked past it.
Well, I think at this point we just think you're wrong. If you have new points to make, then that's something.
Mission complete.
So,
Man, if there's anyone in chat, I'm sorry we're ignoring you today.
I'm not checking. If anyone's in chat, sorry.
Oh, Dreamer. Dreamer's been in chat.
Hey,
Oh, hi,
Dreamer.
Dreamer.
How you doing, bud?
Haven't
I'm getting-
been one of those. Zeke's a snowflake at times. I don't know where that was in reply to, but
That was probably around the time when I was asking about Spice and Wolf.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't really care. Dreamer just likes trying to
Anyway.
antagonize people.
Oh, there's
What was
a
that?
he said Dreamer likes to antagonize people.
Okay. Anyway, Dreamer, you know, I'm doing alright. I had a performance earlier today. Got up at like 5:50 in the morning
Okay, let's slash.
to do a performance at a women's championship lacrosse game. So it was a good show. You did a fine job, but it was annoying to be up that early. But it's fine.
Thank you for rocking it over here.
Good job, Junpei. I'm proud of you. But yeah, you know, I was just trying to tell my friends over here about how I feel. Like, not only do I not think it's fair to say that Vegeta won the fight if he didn't defeat his opponent, I also think that Vegito technically was broken before Ultimate Gohan Buu was undone.
You're right, he was broken. He was busted.
He was broken and busted. The Patara earrings were destroyed, so
Completely
Vegito was
OP.
no more. He was very strong. It's a shame he didn't finish that fight.
Oh, so now he just
By
didn't
killing
finish the
Buu.
fight.
By killing Buu. But yeah, Dreamer, I guess I just think I'm wrong and stupid and wrong. So
Only on Sundays.
Hey there.
okay. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to I'm still like heated. I'm still a little heated. So I don't really know how to process that statement.
Oh.
Oh
Oh God!
Now's the time.
I think this calls for a joke.
Knock
yeah?
knock.
Who's there, Zeke?
Oh, you have a joke?
It is I,
It is I who.
Zeke. This is me. This is Zeke.
Hi, Zeke.
Good joke.
You got a joke, Quizman?
Yeah. What's green, fuzzy, has 4 legs, and will fucking kill you if it falls out of a tree?
I don't know.
Pool table.
Yep.
Nice.
Zeke's starting to see the same videos that I am.
the anti-jokes.
Anti-joke's pretty great.
Anti-jokes
I don't know if that's an anti-joke. It is true.
I mean, like, that's what those types of jokes are called.
Yeah.
I thought anti-jokes were
Pull the trigger.
jokes where the punchline doesn't make sense.
From my understanding, an anti-joke is a joke that does not end with the punchline of like clever or like witty, sometimes absurd.
One of my
conclusion,
favorite
but
ones
Oh, I
is
see.
like,
a
yeah, one of my
complete,
one of my favorites is like, what's black and white and red all over?
I don't know what's black and white.
A car. I lied about all those other things.
Yeah, shit like that. You know, anti-jokes have variety to them. You can do a couple different things with an anti-joke.
Mhm.
But yeah, the hand monsters that serve you, they're weird. There are a lot of arguably disturbing designs in the Persona games.
I took a poll recently. Turns out 100% of the people in the tent were upset.
Yeah?
Yeah, he took a poll from the tent.
Nice one, buddy. That was good. That's a funny joke.
It was a funny joke.
I really liked it actually.
I know. I could tell you did.
I caught on to that immediately. I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Oh God!
Oh my god.
Ooh, 3 gold ones.
I'm just
Well,
make sure
Pages,
that I
you may want to look away. There's 3 of them now.
It'll take a little more time.
Do you have a theory that hits multiple
Yeah, I
people?
do. It's on Aigis.
Okay.
I guess help, please.
Aigis, please.
Yay, Incubus and Succubus working together. Yay!
Yay!
Nice!
Come on, XP boost. Dex!
I know. Ooh, this dark pretty nice though.
Oh, Lord.
Jeez.
That's
Last stream I told you about the 2 pregnant women fighting. It was like a mech fight. This
Yep.
week I give you when a pregnant woman goes swimming, she's like a human submarine.
Accurate.
What if actually, you know what? Yeah.
What if I assault a pregnant woman?
Oh my god. Zeke, shut the fuck up.
Was she a vampire?
Exactly.
Let's push on.
Or a ghost.
I need a breather.
In this case,
of
the joke
sheep?
was I was throwing salt on them.
Yeah,
Could have also been a slug. Or a snail.
yeah.
Treasure check.
Actually, it's a snail, yeah. Herd of sheep?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yes, I
I'm
have.
glad you actually followed up on it.
Sorry, I need a breather.
Okay. Scootus, have you heard of the Monty Hall problem?
the Monty Hall problem?
I'm gonna
Okay.
take that as a no.
Okay, so this is not okay. This isn't
No,
a war
wait.
game. This
If-
is not a war
if you-
game thing. This is an actual thing.
Yeah,
I
if he
feel
doesn't
like I
know
have,
that, we should
but I
do it.
guess I'm
We
gonna
should
say
we
no.
should do it to him.
Not you
so-
actively scheming to do a bit right in front of me. That's hilarious.
No, this one is actually like you learn.
This is an actual thing.
Okay, I'm all ears.
All right, I give you door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3.
Oh right, yes, I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I know this. Yeah, I know the Monty.
Oh, you. Oh, right. Okay. You already know the solution then.
Run the whole thing by me again so I can remember the correct one.
So there's 3 doors. One of them has the cash prize, and the other 2 have goats. Choose one door. 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so one of the doors has gold, or the money. The other 2 have goats.
Yeah.
You said?
It's usually goats. Yeah. It could just be empty if you want.
The idea is
I
like
mean,
the ghost is
those
not a
are fine.
prize. You just get a wah wah sound effect.
That would be funny though. I guess I don't know the solution though.
Right,
Because
well,
in
pick,
Brooklyn
first,
Nine-Nine, it's
okay, first of all, you
essentially-
have to pick a door.
Okay, we haven't gotten there yet, but
Okay.
Just
oh,
pick
okay.
your door.
Okay, fair enough. I'll pick door number 3.
okay. So you've picked door number 3. I'm going to open door number 1, and there's a goat behind it. Now you have a chance to stick with door number 3 or switch over to door number 2. And the Monty Hall problem is what should you do?
Okay. You switch.
Do you know why you switch?
You have. There's a 2/3 chance if you do switch. There's 1/3 chance if you don't. Going to.
That is correct. Do you understand why though?
I guess not.
Okay. What's the best way to explain the Monty Hall problem, Zeke?
Elimination of probabilities.
There's a shadow.
Let's
Yeah, the idea.
let's
that,
use
like-
100 doors as the example. And do the let's say we did the same thing, but there were 100 doors to choose from, and then you picked your door, and I closed 98 doors. Does that give you an idea on why the one remaining door is kind of more likely to have the cash prize now?
Yeah, because the chance of
It's basically like the chance that you chose wrong. Here's the way to look at it. The chance that you chose wrong the first time was like 1 in 100. So when you have the chance to switch, that's why your chances of success are like
having the chance to
99
switch.
over 100.
Yeah, having the chance to switch after being given the opportunity to see that the other options around you were incorrect, there is a higher probability that changing your answer would give you the correct one, because it's more likely that you initially chose the incorrect option.
Yes.
Great.
That's all
However,
it is.
Sure.
However,
It's still possibilities.
Yeah. So like,
It
there's
is
still,
still
of course,
possible.
a chance that if I went to door number 2, I would just get another goat.
another go. Yeah. This happened in a game we played where the Monty Hall problem was like one of the puzzles, and we've played the game like half a dozen times, and to our surprise, on one of those instances, it actually did goof us by switching.
That we were streaming.
Yeah, we have that as we have a highlight for that already.
Oh yeah.
It was a 10 locker situation, but yeah, so there was like a 10% chance that switching was going to goof us, and it did on 1 out of like 6 tries that we did it.
That's hilarious.
We were shocked because we didn't know if that was
Like we assumed that it was baked in that as long as you switched, you were correct. You know, because that seems like what a game would do, right?
What is optimal?
I said we were assuming that like the game went ahead and would bake in the answer as being the correct, like switching was the correct answer no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Was not the case.
The game was.
Actually using the percentages.
Yep. The game was being real.
It's also random every time you do it, like which locker thing is in.
Strike attacks are no good here. Be careful. This is my resolve. Strike attacks are no good here. I can do this. This is my duty.
What's the plan?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew that was gonna happen, and I still did it anyway.
It's okay. You did your best. And you're still our friend. We still care.
Scootus, last time you and I played a counting game, and you won that game.
Oh yeah, I
You
did.
remember?
Yeah. I was very proud of myself.
Did you know how the game worked, or were you just going with the motions and just kept picking the same thing, expecting to win that?
I was mostly going with the motions, but as I continued, okay, so I explained this last stream, but the reason that I did what I did was because I remember watching a video a while before then, and them saying like next time you play like a counting game or a game involving numbers similar to what we played, you always pick either 1 or 10. You should absolutely do that. I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And you presented me with the perfect opportunity to try that. And I was like, okay. I guess I'll try. I guess I'll fuck around and find out. But as we were doing that, I kind of figured out where I was leading myself. And so like from that point, about like maybe a third of the way up to 100, I had realized that the absolute correct decision would be to continue saying 10, and I would win. I would most likely win as long as Quiz didn't realize what I was doing or how to counter.
So I have another similar game.
Play with Zeke.
This one's a little different.
I'm never playing you a counting game again.
Look what I am doing right now.
It's already busy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't want to lose
So,
though.
This one's like only 21. So technically it's collect the flags, but it's the same game regardless. There's 21 flags. However, this time you can only take 1, 3, or 4 flags.
1, 3, or 4 flags.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And if you take the 21st flag, that is you losing.
If you take the 21st flag, you lose.
Yes.
Yeah, if you take the last one, you lose.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yukari-chan looks really worn out.
Are you thinking about the game, or are you thinking about what you just got from the fight?
Don't worry about it.
That makes me not want to play the game, Zeke. I don't want to get humiliated. Like that stream. I'm so proud of that victory against Quiz. You don't understand how much that means to me. If I lose here, all of that pride will vanish, and I will be a shell of my former self. And I don't know if I can handle that right now.
I will let you go first.
That changes nothing. Well, I guess I could.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this
I guess
area
I could.
and go get stuff.
I guess I could theoretically try to come up with a strategy and set the pace of the game by picking that first number, but I don't know if I want to risk my pride. Bless you. I don't know if I want to risk my pride. I don't know if it's worth it.
I'm looking
You know what?
very well.
Pages, you can absolutely have the goat. And you know what? Give me a second.
Hi.
Okay, we'll play the game.
Well, changed your mind.
I decided to flip a coin.
Oh, we get our
As
we
a
get our
player
we get our
choice, I
we
win.
get our Fuka upgrade. I bet.
Oh, rad.
Yay! Then we
Yay,
can
Fuka.
good Oracle.
Yay. But yeah, I decided like if I'll leave it up to the Lord. If it's His will that I lose my pride, then it is His will. So.
Isn't pride a sin?
Yeah, exactly.
You should get rid of it.
I think.
Well, you know, everything must be done in moderation, including moderation itself. So. That is one of the few absolutes that I'm pretty on board with. Power up. Pages said you sneeze like a kitten, Zeke.
I don't.
Sweet, I have been given a hypothetical goat. Something about that. Funny to
Ew.
me.
That is pretty funny.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hang on, I missed what Metis's was. What?
Severe to 1. It's the same as it's just what
It's just Shinji's.
no, severe to 1 it was the same as Aigis, the second one.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
except
that
it's
makes
strike
sense.
instead of pierce.
Oh, my back hurts. Ooh. Okay. Let's play the game, Quiz. You said I start off?
Right. Yeah.
4.
4.
By the way,
4.
Sorry, that wasn't me taking 4. I was confirming that you.
Okay. Yes,
I
I,
was
did
thinking.
say 4.
Okay, so there's 4 flags. Okay.
As in twice the amount of goats in the Monty Hall problem. Personality!
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate
4. So that would
Okay.
lead us on 8.
Yes, that would be 8.
Okay.
1.
I knew it again.
Hello. All right.
Look at that little
Trying to
buzzer
work
go.
backwards.
Hello.
So we've taken 9 flags as a result. So
This is 9 flags currently.
three. So take 10, 11, 12.
That is 12 flags.
Okay.
Indeed.
3.
Take 1, 2, 3. There's
That leaves us at
taking
15.
15. So
Yes. I think.
I take 4. So 16, 17, 18, 19 flags. There's 2 left.
1.
I think I got it backwards again.
I thought you would got me.
I knew that was gonna happen too.
Got me down there, Quiz. I thought you were gonna. I'm pretty sure that if you would pick
I was supposed to
3,
pick
I
3.
would, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you would pick 3, I would have just like straight up had no options.
I had it up until the very end.
You know what? Good game, Quiz. That was a fun game. I enjoyed
Scootus
that.
now, 2 for 2.
Yay!
I do have a game that all 3 of us can kind of do.
Oh yeah? You're right.
Is it called-
Pages. I am happy. I am happy and fulfilled. The Lord set me up for victory. The Lord decided I should play this game and win.
So this game is called Monkey's Paw.
No.
We didn't
Yeah.
do a story time yet, did we? Okay.
Story time.
This game is called Monkey's Paw, and basically one of us makes a wish, and the other 2 can get to come up with.
So there's a podcast I listen to where you pick your superpower and then everyone else picks the offsets.
It doesn't have to be a superpower, just
Right,
any
but-
wish.
yeah.
And then you the other 2 people will pick what the catch for the wish will be, and then you just pick which one you like the most as the monkey's paw effect. Not as like what you would prefer, but like what you think is fits as the monkey's paw the most. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, does anyone have a wish?
I like my life as it is.
So you wish to change nothing. Okay, hang on. We can work with that. You repeat the year.
Oh God! Oh
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not last year. Last year sucked.
I like the idea is I wish to change nothing. Okay, you repeat the past year. It's up to you whether everything turns out the same.
Wait, does that come with hindsight of what happened in the previous year?
Yes. That's the
That's
only way
for
it
us to
sucks.
decide. We're the ones deciding the. Okay, sure.
We have some
Well, I mean, if you have the opportunity, if you have the knowledge of the past, you have the opportunity to change it.
Yeah, but his wish that he didn't want anything to change, and now he's the one who has to enforce that.
That's a very good point. I mean, like, do I need to add anything onto that? Like, I feel like
No, you can just come up with an alternative.
an alternative wish.
No, an alternative monkey's
No.
paw effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like Quiz kind of got it in one.
That's pretty sick. Actually.
Oh well, if you just want to, if you're happy with that, we can move to a different person. Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so I'm fine.
You
with
can't
it.
think of a wish?
No, I mean thinking of a monkey's paw.
Is that all you need? Hope to see
Yeah,
Or
that was a
specific
pretty good
wish
one for that.
Yeah.
That's pretty on point.
Oh, I guess that's a pretty good one. Paige has brought up the idea. Not necessarily the idea, but a potential side effect of repeating the last year is that you may not be able to continue back in time as forward, and you may be stuck in a year-long time loop.
That's what Quiz is doing. Yeah.
Is that what you were implying, Quiz?
I wasn't implying a time loop, just that he would have to redo the past year, however good or bad.
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
you're right. Having it only once would be worse. Oh.
Both bad.
Bring the required materials.
What would you
Like you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't do the part where the monkey's paw. We wish on the monkey's paw again.
Is that all
Looks
you
at
need?
monkey's paw.
Runs the hell away. Okay. This is an idea that I've had in my head since I was much younger and less cognizant of how the world really works, so I'm kind of setting myself up for it here, but I wish to have a ever duplicating $20 bill of which I can create infinite copies whenever I wish.
Much obliged.
It's Monopoly $20.
I was gonna say, wish granted, you now have Monopoly $20.
What are you looking for?
Okay, fair enough.
I was also gonna say Monopoly money.
And
Like,
that's why you gotta
that's
specify.
That's the
classic
best
monkey
counter to
stuff.
any wish about money, is you just give them Monopoly money.
No, we're straight. It's all yours.
Accurate.
Uh-huh.
Should have done that actually, because I was immediately going to go back to Mitsuru.
As long as you need. Everything went great. It's all yours.
I'm trying to think of. I didn't make a list because I didn't want to think about it too much. But
Be seeing ya.
I can foresee how the monkey spa effect would be for this, but how about I wish to be able to cast magic.
But you're gay.
Why is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
I feel like you need to tie it a little bit more to the wish.
Why does
I
that
know.
have
I
to
just
do
wanted to do a funny off-the-wall one.
I feel like you weren't even listening to the wish. You just prepared to say that.
He was just gonna say that.
Yeah, and no matter what it was gonna be, that was gonna be right.
All
You
right,
caught
Zeke,
me.
it's time for me to cancel you. It's time for me to cancel you live on YouTube. You're getting canceled. Okay, so your wish was to be a wizard or whatever, use like magic.
Yeah, he can cast
To
magic.
be able to cast magic.
You don't know how it works.
Just leave everything to yours truly.
You can only cast different forms of necromancy.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
It's not, but how many uses would you in your day-to-day life have for necromancy?
You get one spell.
I'm not really sure what necromancy restricts me to, aside from like reviving dead.
Yeah, I mean necromancy is like involving oneself with the dead. So mainly spells relating to that.
You get one spell.
Okay. I don't know. That's the wish. I still feel like the wish is good regardless of which one I go with.
All right, ice sucks.
So I don't know which one is worse.
Okay. Whatever level of spell you attempt to do takes away that level of equivalent stamina or energy from your body, and you can't properly determine how much that is until you try the spell.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm just gonna go with Zeke's, just because of how vague it is.
Okay.
All right, Zeke, wish.
It'll take a little more time. I'm still setting up.
I
It'll
think
take
Zeke
a
is
little more time.
busy braining right now.
I wish to be done with this fight. The bird casts Armageddon.
That's good. Pay just had an interesting one. Well, I haven't finished reading it, but I'll read it out loud now. Every time you cast a spell, someone dies. Each cast, they get closer in the range until people in the room with you will be the only ones to die. Cast it alone, you die. That is an interesting idea.
Can't stop me now.
That is probably the worst one,
It's like a
I'm
button.
not sure if
the
it feels
button.
like a monkey's paw thing.
It just feels like a curse.
Well, it's like the button.
Yeah,
Shall I move to strike?
yeah.
You know, if you
yeah,
hit
I
the
know what
button,
you-
yeah, if you
I
hit
know
the
what
button, someone dies.
Yeah.
That was the best Rooster Teeth
is-
skit ever.
Yeah.
Pages also has a one regarding my $20 bill thing. It's very real money, but you get counterfeit charges, which would make sense. It would theoretically be like.
I hate that
like
these
the
things
same
have the
hero number
evade
on
for
the bill.
their weaknesses.
Hit him with something else.
Yeah, but it's their weakness.
Well executed, Aigis.
Hey, here we go. I got it.
Evade it now that you're on the ground.
See that coming?
Ooh, that was close. Now's the time. Come.
But no, I don't really ever think about wishes much, so it's like it's hard for me to even participate in that game, sadly.
We'll just take time to think of one and then each.
Just for a fun one. I
It's hard
wish
not to think of one without trying to think of one that can't get countered.
I never want to be pulled over by the cops again.
Get pulled
You
over
wish
by the
to
FBI.
That's cop.
I know that was probably gonna count.
A law, and you never want to get pulled over by an enforcer of the law ever again.
Yes.
Okay. I could work with
I'll
that.
hit them where it hurts.
Quiz could work
I'll
with
show you.
that.
Oh wait, I have one, but it's Scootus first.
No, I don't have anything right now. You can go for it.
Oh, they just show up at your door.
This is my resolve.
Yeah.
You did say pull up like you're in a car, so they'll just go to your home instead. They'll follow you home. They'll be like, that guy just ran a red light, and then he just tails you. Follows you all the way home, waits for you to go inside, and then knocks like, you ran over a red light.
That's actually what the cops in my hometown do because we have a no chase, and plus it's small, very small police force anyway. They just like the license plate. Okay, I don't know. That's Jerry.
Fucking Jerry.
Let's go get him.
Oh, that gives me a better one. They don't pull you over, but they still they got your license plate, so they still ticket you and charge you. You just don't know about any incur charges as a result. You incur penalties.
I don't need my Zeodyne. This is a single attacker guy right now. I'm just keeping that.
Yeah. He ran let's hide under his bed and ticket him.
He's asleep. Get him! Beats him to death.
Oh my god. That's almost too
Wait,
100
Scootus?
points, Junpei.
No, the real monkeys pub they don't pull you over. They just shoot you.
There's a lot of ways to do that one.
Everyone watching the stream, hey cab. Alright, let me try to come up with one, because I feel like y'all covered a lot of the same bases. The next time you would theoretically get pulled over would be because there's something wrong with your car. There's no cops to pull you over, and your car ends up malfunctioning. You get into an accident.
And my headlights go out. Yeah. That's how it would go.
Been a while since the team looked like this, huh?
I suppose.
Wait, do you have a wish?
This was the original lineup.
Do I have a wish?
But without
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the OG squad here.
There's no point getting all sentimental. Let's just focus on the
Sorry, I've been having a separate conversation with someone about Corey.
I've just been eating chocolate my girlfriend got me for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
We're doing well.
nice. What kind of
Let's
chocolate?
keep up the pace.
Okay, so this is gonna be really stupid.
Oh
A
no.
shadow.
I found like the one type of chocolate bar I like,
The enemy is wide open.
Yeah.
Get the rest of your strength,
and it's
but don't get careless.
the peanut butter chocolate feastables.
Hit them where it hurts.
Let me look that up so I can properly judge you.
That's the Mr. Beast candy bar.
Yeah, okay, I do judge you for eating food from him. Disappointed. But I'm happy that you're
I feel indifferent. I'm not gonna judge you.
Did I tell you guys that I've tried Mr. Beast's burger before? And his chicken? It was
Yeah,
like
that sounds
fast
bad.
food thing. It, have you tried it too?
Yeah, no, this is bad.
It's really bad. Like,
Well, it's because they just rent out ghost kitchens to do it, so there's no quality control.
there's no quality control, and it's like, the one that I had, the burger that I had was like, very predominantly salty, and it didn't really have much flavor. It just felt like a very cheap bun
Yeah.
with like mediocre quality meat that was more salty than it was flavorful.
Yeah, like I said, it's ghost kitchens, and there's no quality control for that because of that.
Yeah.
The chocolate bar is different because it's actually got to go through packaging and everything. Oh, you again.
The enemy looks tough.
It's your friend, Minotaur the Third.
It's okay. I've got like all of my theurgies.
Minotaur the Third.
Tiny Minotaur, Minotaur, Minotaur. No, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Totally.
Tiny Minotaur.
Hello, DG Shoe.
Who? Why?
DG Shoe.
Who's DG Shoot? Are they in the chat? Hello, DG
Chat,
Shoot.
yeah.
Hi, DG.
I think it's Ace. I think it's Ace in his profile.
Is it Ace? Is he here because of our name?
I won't be defeated.
That is Ace.
Nice. Gintoro. I can't say that name just in case. Do.
This guy plays a lot of the same games we do.
Seems like.
I got an easy wish for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I wish for the ability to go invisible and back. Like turn invisible on and off.
You can only do it while
the
you're
first
naked.
thing-
An alternative to that, you have
That's
to
a
be
good one.
wearing at least 4 layers of clothes to do it.
Wait, say yours again?
An alternative on the opposite end of that, you have to wear at least 4 layers of clothes. That equal to about 15 pounds. Actually, let me rephrase that. You have to wear an amount of clothing that equals to about 15 pounds on your body.
Nice work, everyone.
I think Zeke is probably better as the monkey spot because
It is,
at
yeah.
least
I
I'm
just
still going invisible. What you
Yeah.
what I thought you were saying was that you have to wear a layer of clothes, but the clothes don't go invisible.
Let's move on.
That
Okay,
would have been perfect.
Quiz, I have another one.
Is it the thing I just said?
You have to wear clothes, but the clothes don't go invisible.
Seems like we've done everything on the
Actually, yeah, let's do superpowers for a minute.
Attack attacks are no good here. Be careful.
Teleportation.
Shall I move to strike?
You wish for the ability to teleport?
You can
Slash,
only take
I-
organic matter with you.
Let's stay focused.
So, for example,
So
I
when
would
you
end up
teleport
completely
yourself,
naked when I- you can only go invisible with the light.
no, but
off.
here's the interesting thing. I think that here's what I find interesting about that is if you teleport yourself. Yes, you won't teleport your clothes, but you will leave behind any like dead skin or like stuff that's like part of your body but not really alive part of your body just gets left behind. It's kind of like cleansing yourself.
Nails would fall off
suppose.
every time. No, if you did, that's why I said organic, because your nails are still organic. It's part of you, yeah.
Like imagine if you
It's
had like
not organic.
imagine like
Oh no, I've
You get
ingested
an
a
actual
bomb!
question.
Teleports.
you imagine you get into a car accident and like you have to get a surgery that gives you like a metal implant in your back. If you got the ability to teleport with that caveat, you would lose the metal plate in your back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Wouldn't
No,
that
but
be
real
fun?
question about the snot. I want to know if that teleports or not.
Probably not.
Snot? it. All right, let's ask our good friend Google. Is snot organic?
Oh, that's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
Google's like, did you just Google is snot organic?
Yeah, I'm currently being judged by the internet as we speak.
Snot is a bodily fluid. I guess we would count that as organic. Otherwise, you leave behind a lot of things that are kind of important for your body to have.
Fair.
AI says it's organic, but I'm trying to find a different source that isn't AI.
Take it down if you can.
What's the plan?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be considered organic. I suppose you can do like superpowers or an actual wish. Oh, actually no. Wait,
I went before you.
Yeah.
did you?
I want the superpower to know where anything I want to know is located.
To know where it is?
Yes.
Okay.
You will know where something is, but not when it's going to
That is.
Wait, yeah, I become like a proton detector. I either know how fast it's going, or I either know when it is or where it is.
be. You will know that at some point within the next week or so, it will be in that location, but you don't know when it will be there.
All right, where are my
stationary
keys?
something is, the
Pockets.
wider the
Well,
range.
of course.
I know eventually it's going to be in my pocket, but where is it right now?
Oh my god.
I love that one. That's a good one.
Zeke wants the power of math class.
I want to.
I'm struggling with
I,
this
w-
game.
I want to go to Istanbul, Constantinople.
No, it's not constant. No, Istanbul.
Yeah, that's the. That's the.
That's the joke you made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was trying to.
I was trying to repeat the joke.
I guess.
What's the plan?
Okay, simple one. I wish for the ability to fly.
You don't
Say
stop
fly.
flying. You continue ascending infinitely.
You have to shout a racial slur to start flying.
Zeke wins.
You have to shout it? Oh, that's brutal. It's completely unrelated to the discussion. Like that's completely unrelated to it's completely unrelated to the ability of flying.
Well, it's the
That is
trigger
really
though. I feel like that's valid.
It's oh my god. That's really
I would
funny.
try to work it in. Like I'm trying to think.
Maybe you shouldn't try to come up with an example of your point.
Well, just say like whatever the slur is. I would say like to the slur word and beyond.
I feel like people would still get on your case. I'd rather just not have the ability to fly. Like that's.
I mean, that's kind of how monkey's paw wishes are supposed to work.
That's true. Yeah, very. You understood the assignment, Zeke. Very good job.
Okay, I can't. That was the exact example from the podcast.
Oh, so you stole.
Yeah, that one I stole.
Ah!
All right, Scootus' turn.
Another potentially easy one. I wish for. Okay. Fuck. How do I properly explain? I wish for water powers, as in to
Like
be
water
able
bending?
No, to be able to conjure and produce water.
It has to be your sweat.
That's the way forward. Let's go.
That's not water. It's sweat.
That's what I'm meaning. The water comes out of your sweat glands.
Looks like we've checked everything on this.
Okay.
It is your
It's a
sweat.
small amount. I'm trying to think if come up with a better idea. So you basically wish for the ability to create water.
Essentially.
There's a right answer to this.
The right answer to this is crazy. Like, bro's trying to win monkey.
Here I thought. Oh wait, no. I take my sweat glands back.
Now's the time.
What you got? What you
It
got
comes
for
from
me,
your
buddy?
drool glands.
Is that the only place that like it could come out
Yes.
from as well? So every time I wanted to conjure up water, I would have to puke it out of my body.
Yeah, it'd be coming right. It'd be drooling out of your mouth. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Quiz, can
Okay,
you top that?
Sorry, his was just that you were gonna drool it out.
Essentially, yeah. It comes from the drool. So I'd be puking
I
it
wasn't
out.
paying attention when I thought of this, but now it feels like I'm piggybacking because I was just gonna say you can conjure the water, but you have to piss it out.
I would rather have the ability to drool out water than piss out water. So
I feel like that means I win.
yeah, that means you win. Congratulations, you've won Monkey's Paw. I guess. Does that satisfy you?
Yeah. Right.
I want to have telekinesis.
No, and telekinesis doesn't mean telepathy, right? It just means you
Yeah, no,
can-
that means like I lift
Telekinesis
stuff with my
is-
mind. The force.
Okay. Okay, you have telekinesis, but it's like whatever you're looking at is moving. So, like, you'll look at your computer, and then you'll look away, and your computer will fly off in the
I have
direction
one.
that you look.
I have another one. Whatever direction you are trying to move the thing.
I have inverted
your body
controls.
Yeah, your body. No, not that. Your body will move in the opposite direction. Say you
Your
try
body
to
will
move.
move.
Yes. Say like whether you're walking, like however, like involuntarily or otherwise. Like say you're trying to lift like a table or a couch. If you tried to move a couch, like 2 feet in the air, you would be pushed downward with the same weight of that couch. 2 feet.
Oh, it's like,
Equal and opposite reaction.
Something good in there.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the simplicity of inverted controls.
That's
But I also
a
feel
good
like
one.
eventually you would get used to that.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of that.
And then it inverts when I get used to it again.
Infinite inverted controls. That's terrible.
Landed the attack.
Well, then it would only really matter twice.
Jinbei comes down
Then you get used to it again.
Unless,
going back
well,
and
what
forth.
would happen if I'm trying to save a girl falling out of a building? Like, ha, I gotcha. Thunk. Oh,
Ha! I gotcha.
You send her flying into the ground harder.
Terrible. Well, then how could they blame you? How would they know you had telekinesis? To be fair,
I'm beyond ready.
if you move an item of equal mass also moves in tandem behind you like a scale. Says Paige.
that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
You died bravely.
Those are all really good.
Yeah. Now I gotta come.
No, it's my turn.
Right, I'm sorry. I keep
You
forgetting.
go
your
after
turn.
me.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with I wish to have a persona.
It's
from
Rodney
Persona.
King.
I think I can use it now.
No, not Rodney King. I meant to say. What's the guy who does the? Is that Rodney King, the guy who does like the talk show?
Larry King?
Yeah, Larry King.
Your persona is Larry King.
I don't think it's bad.
Remind me specifically how personas work. Because like
They
if
are
I
like a
understand-
manifestation. They are usually a manifestation of. They're kind of like stands, honestly.
They're
They're
just
a
stands.
manifestation of your inner self.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
but like
stands.
the big
and-
difference is that like they don't necessarily have a specific power or ability exclusive to them. They're just better or worse at various things in an already existing power system.
I mean, they're
right?
supposed to have their power, which is why the wild card can do all of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
like the wild card is versatile, but like look at like Yukari or Junpei, whose abilities are very specifically wind healing and fire physical.
Rodney King was beaten by a mob of police.
Yeah, I realized as soon as I said Rodney King, I'm like, that's not him. That's not the one.
Yeah.
I meant the old guy who just like, the old guy who just kind of talks like this with the TV show.
Yeah. So, but the thing about that is that like every persona works within the specific metatextual context of a video game,
We'll do the trick.
where like you have a set established rule set, and therefore each person that has a persona can only work within truly limited confines. Because like there's only so much that you can do when you have to be given specific stats and a specific power. I think it's very limiting, but I don't know what to do with that.
There's lots of things you can do with that.
I'm trying to figure out what other things I can do with that.
Well, I can
To summon it, you have to rip your pants off.
do this.
You could just put another pair of pants or shorts.
Like, no, you gotta rip that off too.
So like
I'll
all
wear a permanent like rip away pants.
so like all bottom wear would have to be ripped
Yes.
off, or just the pants. Okay, so Zeke, the quiz would be completely exposed from the bottom down, from the waist down, anytime you wanted to use his persona. Okay.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
Your persona has no effect on living creatures. It
Pull the trigger.
or should I should specify, it doesn't have any effect on human or fauna life.
The hell is what's fauna life for here?
Plants. Flora and fauna.
That's
Flora,
flora.
yeah. Flora's plants, fauna's animals. Yeah.
Animals.
Okay. I mean, Zeke's
In this situation,
definitely worse.
fire will work great.
You know what some of the easy answers that popped in my head were? Just like, your persona is Mara. it's a good one.
Now see, I don't understand why that's so bad. Because I
It's
barely
the
played-
penis one.
Oh, right. I mean, if no one would be able to see it, who would really care?
Who says you can't see it?
Personas work wherein people who don't have personas can't see them,
No.
right? No?
Not necessarily. Here's the thing: personas tend to only work within specific shadow areas.
But
Okay.
there are
Like, they
some,
look like
but
they're
like,
usually
for
like-
example, in Persona 5, anyone can get to a shadow area.
Okay, how about this? You only have access to your persona for 1 hour at 4 in the morning.
Oh, got it. Everyone likes your Persona
So-
more than you.
Also, like, how is like, Scootus, what you said is basically the midnight hour just shifted over a bit.
Yeah. Did you completely change your soup schedule to have a power that you wouldn't do much with at 4 in the morning for 60 minutes?
You could
Okay, what would you
do that.
What would you do at 4?
There's a lot of crime that happens at that time of the day.
Take a lot of effort to figure out where and how to stop it.
I got an hour.
All right, sure. It'd be a real grind.
Oh, so like I'm just kind of working under the assumption that like kind of have to, but I'm working under the assumption that it is basically just a shifted midnight hour, which means that we would do Tartarus at a different time.
No, you wouldn't have Tartarus. You'd be in the regular world. You would just only be able to use your persona.
Oh, cool. So I don't have to worry about conquering Tartarus. I could just use my ability however I want. That's better.
Okay, sure.
Could rob some star.
I want to make friends with anybody. I want to be able... Okay, no. This is a good one, because we've had an argument with this person specifically once. I want to be able... the power would be to understand any language.
We've had this, like you and me, or
No, we've had this argument with somebody in our chat once.
I don't remember this conversation.
It was with Vmon.
I have a concrete idea and one I have to think about a little bit longer. The first one is fairly simple. You can understand what they're saying, but you have to learn how to actually respond to them. You would not be able to.
That's
Like,
fine.
you
I
can
can just be a
complete-
translator.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to think about the other one. Right? That one is particularly interesting. Yeah, I guess that one isn't.
Ooh, I gotta keep this. The
Oh.
auto concentrate. Gotta keep that for sure.
I think I got one. So you can. So your richest, your power is that you can understand any language,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But you can only speak a language that nobody else knows.
So I lose the ability to speak English.
You can understand.
So you can understand everyone, but no one can understand
everyone,
you.
But can communicate with no one. That is really
That's
interesting.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's like the perfect monkey spot on that. I feel.
There's always a right answer.
Oh my god. Not quiz being right. Not again.
Can understand everyone. Can communicate with no one. That'd be kind of cool. Villain understands the laws and language of the universe, but can't communicate.
That would be a fun.
This, because we use the
low
word language,
stakes.
this also extends to like sign language and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you'd be able to understand sign language?
Literally understand anything in the universe, but cannot communicate your knowledge.
If you tried to use sign language, you'd just be flipping people.
You'd just like break your hands. Like that is an interesting angle to bring into it. Like, however, okay, you specified any language, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because like I would have like extrapolated from that and said like if you had said something like be able to understand everything that like any living creature is trying to comprehend, like. with
Yeah,
the
there's some
caveat-
like animals don't have language, for example.
Yeah, animals don't have language.
Except
So, like, I
except for certain mammals.
Yeah, some certain mammals do, but like with like the different ways, if you had like specified to like any living creature like the different ways that different animals communicate, you would be able to understand that. But like anything that would in your day-to-day life that would like that you would potentially be trying to do that's similar to that, you would fail at, because it could be considered as a form of trying to communicate in that way.
You'd understand computer language, code.
Yep, binary would be great.
Does that mean you would lose the ability to use a computer?
Use a computer, no. Use a computer to communicate, yes.
I said but he can only communicate in one language, which means that he just he can use the computer. He just can't like
Talk to any.
talk to somebody.
I could play my
That'd
video
be a-
games only in single player.
That'd be a real fucking shame for voiceover. Like, damn. Like, that's career.
Yeah,
hacks
it would be.
right there. I would hate
Uh,
that.
I think it's Scootus' turn now.
I think it's your turn.
What was the last one you did?
I think it's your turn.
Okay. I don't have anything in mind right now, but
Really? Because last time you tried to use my turn, it
I just thought it was my turn. I didn't actively try to pursue it. Body language is still a language. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's why I said like sign language. You'd be able to
Well, sign
understand it. You
language and
just,
body language are technically two different things.
yeah, but I'm saying like I mentioned sign language as another form of body language.
Yeah. Well, I don't know enough to potentially argue this opinion so far. I have an idea in my head. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. I wish for the ability to near perfectly mimic any skill that I observe.
Oh, there's a treasure
You
chest.
forget one crucial key fact.
Like of life, like in general.
No,
or
like
of
because you
that
said
skill?
near perfectly, like you said nearly perfectly mimic, which means like the 1% that you don't get is like the
Like,
most
for example, you try to do a backflip, land on your face.
Do you want to hear it?
Okay, well,
Oh,
near
I
perfect.
think I
If it's
Everything's
near
perfect except for the landing.
If it's near, okay, sure. But like, if it's near perfect, like if it's 90% perfect, 10% wouldn't theoretically be a crucial detail that would ruin the whole thing. It would just mean that it's very good theoretically, but not perfect.
You can take them.
For a backflip, sure. Like, if it's near perfect, it wouldn't, like, you could fall on your face from not doing a backflip perfectly. Because there's a lot of margin for error in that.
I'm still thinking of one that's probably more satisfying.
I can.
I
fly
think
the
that was
plane,
really
but
funny.
I don't know how to land it.
I think that part's really funny. But I'm trying to think of another one.
sure.
That'd be pretty great, getting into a combat scenario with like as that mimicry as a pilot, and then being like, haha, I killed all the bad guys.
By the way,
How do I land?
stay focused.
Ooh, a treasure
I like
chest.
the idea of getting into like.
Get into a like you go full John Wick. Forget how to reload gun.
Move around this much again.
Or rather,
Basically, what I've been studying
like you have to watch the people fight to get to be able to almost nearly like reflect that, but in only being able to reflect someone else's skill level almost perfectly,
What is optimal?
inevitably you would lose that encounter because there's one part of that fighting style or way that they fight that you don't understand, and therefore you are at a disadvantage.
No.
If you were in a fight, you would theoretically never be able to finish it because you are mimicking a style that someone has theoretically done perfectly. or perfectly understood.
Well, that's just the normal downside of that thing. That should be the normal downside of how we're talking about the funny.
You're right. I guess that is just like how. Well, isn't that the monkey's paw? Like that's just how it would go.
No. As that like.
Okay. Okay. The fighter jet hit the second helicopter. Oh my lord.
Oh wait, quiz, you got one?
I'm still trying to see if I can think of a better answer for Scootus's.
Keep it together.
Mine was pretty good.
I do have a wish for when we get to that though.
Okay. I also think I have another wish. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget.
Yeah.
This situation.
I think it's a little bit similar to what they said a while back.
What is optimal?
You know, everyone watching the stream, and just for like the sake of transparency, I would like to say that it's very interesting that we have to like come up with topics of discussion because we are so uninterested in what's actually happening in the game in front of us. I think that speaks towards the quality of this DLC.
I mean, we've talked about that already.
Yeah,
I wanted to just put it out there for everybody.
Okay. Maybe this is partially covered already, but like, how about like you can nearly perfect imitate any skill you have, but you can't account for the differences in your body type or anything about your body, which means that you being shorter or taller or having different vocal cords like completely fucks up whatever you're trying to do as a result.
Tries to do a roundhouse kick, completely whips because your legs are like 2 inches shorter.
I do like that idea, because like from the specific way that I've thought about this before was like being able to mimic someone else's vocal delivery in a way. So like extrapolating from what you said, a near perfect mimicry but with different vocal cords would lead to something.
Yeah, you would come out, you would like physically you would do the same thing that they did, but your voice is different, so it would come out different.
Oh, door.
I do find that interesting. I think that does kind of fall under the same property that I did earlier with my thing about like the natural disadvantage. I think that would be a natural part of coming with it, but I do think that's a very interesting discussion. So I do like that.
And then for the wish that I had, I was gonna say I wish for a hyperbolic time chamber in my closet.
In your closet?
Well, it doesn't have to be the closet, but just like a door in my room that just leads into the hyperbolic time chamber.
The hyperbolic time chamber is as big as your closet.
I can have a big closet.
How big is your closet right now?
I could put my computer in there.
Okay.
In this situation.
Yeah, right? Pages? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I was going to jokingly say, but time goes normally, but that defeats the purpose of the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
So I can't say that one. However, I could say something along the lines of, it's only a 0.00001% time increase.
That just like a functionally useless time chamber. I haven't come up with another idea at this current moment, but I would like to point out the idea that Team 4-Star gave out in their bridge of being able to mute the time dilation. I find that
really
very funny.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Oh, I just turned it off. Just hearing him scream on the inside.
Why? Okay. Let me try to think of another one.
There's no Wi-Fi in the chamber.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any Wi-Fi in the chamber. Why would the hyperbolic time chamber have an internet connection? Its whole purpose is to
Who
like.
says I need Wi-Fi? Why can't I just run a cable into the door?
The effects of the hyperbolic time chamber wouldn't be in effect. If the
Well, yeah,
door
no.
was
What you
still
just do is you just download everything you want and then take it in there so you get more time to game.
There you go.
Yeah.
open. Okay, sure, but like that's just
Also, I have books I need to read.
need to read.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I like the joke that it's only a 0.00. Like, something so marginal.
It's negligible.
Wait. The chamber works just fine, but you are stuck in there with Min-Me.
Min-May.
Mid-May.
Min-May.
That's
Should I know who that
that
is?
would be hell,
That
Quiz.
That is pretty terrible that she's just always there.
Who is Min-Me?
And then I just have to constantly listen to Street Lights.
Lights.
Hey there.
It's a character from Macross.
Street Lights.
Well, technically
dancing.
Robotech is what I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Pages was watching Robotech with somebody.
Oh, cool. Hey, Pages. I want to extend this game to chat. Do you guys have any wishes that you would like to offer up to be Monkey Pod? I'm also going to take that opportunity to use the restroom. So I'll be right back.
Time for battle.
This is a good stream game.
Yes.
Another game I had.
I think superpowers works better than just wishes.
Well, Wishes lets you, like.
True.
You can do superpowers, you can also do other stuff.
Persona's ready.
Like a time chamber is not a superpower.
Here I come.
Jeez!
I'll end this.
Do that again, Ken.
Let's look at the replay for that.
One at a time.
The enemy's been taken out. Great job, Amonica.
Right, Ken's gonna use myriad arrows.
That's unfair.
That's critical.
Summoning.
Critical almost everything,
We're almost there.
including the thing that resists it.
Enemy's defeated.
I wish that Blockbuster was still around.
Except now it
All
only
right.
sells blocks.
Keeping with the spirit that it is still like a Blockbuster proper. Blockbuster is still around. There is only one of them. Go find it.
That's the case right now. That's the case right now in the world.
Do we attack?
Korotan's spotted the enemy.
Well, there you go. Wish granted.
Oh,
Oh, we'll have to wait for Scootus.
yep. I wish for the ability to turn into anything, like just being able to polymorph into any living thing.
Oh shit. Or any living thing.
Yeah, like Beast Boy.
Okay, but when you shapeshift into another animal, your brain like becomes that of the animals.
So we're going Animorphs in here. Okay, I like that.
So your brain will shrink and also like grow accustomed to being a dog. You will think that you are a dog. You will forget that you have the ability to shapeshift as a result.
That happens in Animorphs. It's great. Chad, if you ain't read Animorphs, go read Animorphs.
Just watching the fucking bench slow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. something for you. Because last time when we brought up the trolley problem, you said you would never pull the lever in a trolley problem. So I put to you, what if 8 billion people will be killed by the trolley coming at them on one track? And if you divert the trolley to the other track, it will kill one person that you do not know.
I guess
This is an
everyone in the world's
innocent
dying.
person. I feel like at that point you probably should just pull the fucking lever. Oops. What happened there? Oh. Do you want to play Mastermind?
What's
Which
Mastermind?
is that it's the number game where it's the 4-digit thing and you have like 10 guesses to hit and blow. It's hit and blow.
Oh yeah, hit and blow's always fun. No.
So you don't want to play it?
No. I'm like you. What? Okay, whenever that game comes up, what is your strategy?
Well, the one I play is with colors, but for numbers, I guess I would. It doesn't matter which 4 you really start with. So
Yeah,
the
I
simple
always go
thing
1,
would
2, 3,
be
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then, kind of depending on what I get there, I guess I'll focus. I kind of focus on figuring out what are the 4 numbers first.
Yep. Same.
And then where they go. So I might like for colors at least. What I tend to do is I'll swap out one number and then I'll rotate the other 3.
Yep.
Which ends up telling me a couple of things. One, it tells me whether the number I swapped out could have been one of the numbers or not. And it also helps me figure out down the road the location of the numbers.
Yeah, I still think it's really funny that one time we was playing Zero Escape and Truth thought he just did not find the password.
Yeah.
And all it was Mastermind.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was basically Mastermind. All right, we're at the pendulum now.
Nice.
We're just to say we're at the door now.
Were there any good?
Oh.
Were there any good?
Pages said you have 2 boxes. One is a normal box. The other is missing and approaching your location at high speeds. Which box do you fear more?
That's an interesting query. One is a normal box. The other is missing and approaching your location at high speeds. Which box do you fear more?
I guess the one coming at me at high speeds, because the one that's in a normal box I can at least walk away from.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
but the one coming at you at high speeds might just be being delivered.
yeah, it might just be something being delivered.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what it could be. It could also just,
Be a bomb.
hit me and knock me out.
Oh yeah, it could just knock you out. My idea is that like, if you're implying that the first box is normal, you're implying that the one approaching you is abnormal, thereby implying that like. Okay, I'll let this roll.
The thing is that like I can't change anything about the one coming at me. I can at least change the normal one by going away.
That's true. You could just vacate the premises of that area. You can't.
So
do
do
much
all
about
these
the
people
one
have the potential?
coming towards
Anything
you.
you're brought provides little more than peace of mind. Everyone here has had their potential developed in our labs.
Yeah. Okay.
That alone
Yeah.
should suffice for protection.
How does one develop potential?
Should you get
I guess you
devoured,
train your
that
skills
would
with, like-
provide us with valuable data as well.
Oh.
In this Persona game, kind of anyone can have the potential, I guess.
Is there
More
anyone left
complicated in
here?
later games.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but no, it's not. No, it's less complicated in the other games. In the other games, you just have to experience what's happening.
I mean,
Like in Persona 4, you just have to see your shadow.
mind at all.
Literally anybody
I
can do it in
myself
Persona
requested
4.
to come along.
Okay,
true. Baby Mitsuru.
I want to pay attention to the story a little bit because it's the only reason we're here. But I also want to note what Paige has said. The one coming at high speeds is your Amazon delivery box. The normal box contains Solid Snake, and he really doesn't like you.
So I was.
Oh, well, he's that now.
You know, it's weird. I said the one coming at me, but I acted as if the normal box was the one I feared.
Well, look at that. You covered all your bases. You win.
So that's
Well, no, I'm saying like I kind of contradicted myself.
I suppose, yeah.
Wow, that looked way worse in this version.
Yeah, it did.
It's giving Kakarot cutscenes.
It's
Kakarot
baby
cutscenes were great.
Mitsuru, Zeke.
When they wanted to be.
Did you see that? Incredible. Absolutely.
No, there was a
incredible.
big white flash. I didn't see anything.
It's a persona. I was right. People can use them.
Mitsuru!
Oh, the thing's gone. That's nice.
Father. I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Miss Mitsuru. Of course, you would be the first one to awaken your potential naturally. With this, the future truly does seem bright.
Why the hell are you celebrating? Now Mitsuru will be condemned to a life of atonement. She'll spend her prime years bound to our vile legacy. You call that
Her dad's
right?
awesome.
Don't worry, Father. This is what I wanted. I will protect you.
Mitsuru.
Mitsuru, you're just a kid, man.
Hind is 2009.
Senpai's. Hmm? Oh, yes. Well,
Senpai? What's the matter?
I'm sorry. It's just that seeing my father as if he were still alive was...
Senpai.
Aw, wasn't Kirijo-senpai just so gosh darn
Junpei, not right now. Not
Now's
the
not
time.
the fucking time, bro.
Excuse me, Iori. Are you saying that's no longer the case?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean, you're just so, come on, cut a guy some slack here.
Man, he's fumbling that.
Is that so?
It's just as I thought.
Junpei sucks.
Of the past events we've seen up to this point, the first one seemed to be about getting ready for battle. But the others... how should I put it? There seems to be some aspect they all have in common. Don't you all get that feeling too? At least... a little bit?
They have some sort of
Just a little
emotional
bit, yes.
resonance, yeah, sure.
We've reached the 5th
It's more
door
than
now.
that.
We should be getting closer to the source. Oh, I just remembered. There's something I have to tell
It's
you all.
before we awakened our personas.
Remember the equipment and documents Kirijo-senpai found? I looked into them.
Or rather, it is
Turns
the
out
moment they
things
awaken
that
to
the
their
chairman
personas.
hid when
Yeah.
he was still alive. Most of them were from the accident about 10 years ago. He must have hidden them to keep them from being destroyed. And some of the notes seem to mention the abyss of time.
They do?
It won't be long before we discover what this place really is.
Feels like we're closing in on the truth. Then we should press on.
Can...
Listen, I know it's technically not happening for another what, 16 years? But there's a new Spider-Man show coming out right now, Ken. Pretty good, man.
We're not there, Scootus. We're dead.
Yeah, you're right. We are dead. So what? Are all those Kens just us calling to him from beyond the grave?
Yes.
We're a bunch of ghosts just like,
Watch Spider-Man. You haven't watched the new episode of Spectacular yet. It'll get re-up for season 3, I promise. Venom's back. Venom's back, Ken. You need to see what he's gonna do this time.
Invest in Google, Ken.
Actually, it's already late for that one.
I thought so too.
I don't know.
Major
He's
stocks
young.
in
He can probably
Blockbuster,
make money off
Ken.
that.
You will benefit dearly from this decision.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that was
Get into Amazon, Ken, and Bitcoin.
you
maybe
missed
not
it, but
Bitcoin,
Paige's
Ken.
wish was
I
that
see.
Blockbuster was still around, so I said that there was one.
Oh.
You have to go find
I
it.
think
ha! Probably. Yeah,
It's still that is the case, but
it's the only working.
yay, that third G we never use.
Yay.
A lot of the second ones are kind of bad.
You think DoorDashers get hazard pay when they get called out to the abyss of time to deliver Burger King? I don't know.
Dude,
I
could
don't
you
know if
imagine
there's
he just
any-
gets stuck there?
That'd be cool.
Ambush has been enhanced.
They eat their food.
Yeah, that's the cool one. We didn't have that before. You could just run into shit now and they'll destroy them.
Yay.
Nice. You can destroy the symbiote things.
by the way,
Not the enemies, the treasure thingies.
Oh. I mean, I was referring to the environment, but. All right. Well, if we have nothing else to,
Yeah, we can do the
if we're
talkies
gonna-
the other day.
yeah. All right. I guess I technically can't sign off for you guys, so like go off.
We can hold him hostage quiz.
Let's play Mastermind.
How does that work?
Scootus, I will yeah, I'll pick like a 4-digit number and you will have to figure out what that 4-digit number is by guessing. Basically,
4-digit numbers.
you will
Yep.
you will guess 4-digit numbers and I'll tell you like how many of the digits are correct and how many of them are corrected in the right place.
Okay.
No, but let's do that next time.
Okay.
Okay.
This
I
has
was
been
gonna
the-
say, I think you're being very generous. I think I'm being very generous by not commenting on the "we can hold him hostage" part. But we'll do that next time.
This has been the Funny Reba Foundation. I hope you all enjoyed your time here. Bye.